Hey guys, I hope you all had a good weekend, as I always wish you, and hope you're having a good start to the week. I've decided that today I will use the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot again because everyone really enjoyed that, and it's such a beautiful deck that I'll give you a second opportunity to see some of the cards as they pop up here. Alright, so my usual story, I'm going to be asking what's most important for us to know this week. Going forward, it's very tiny as you can see, but it's actually quite nice to work with. Some of these cards are so big I can hardly hold them in my hand, so it's a nice change. Oops. Let's do one more. Alright, so for those of you who don't know how I do the readings, I don't pick the cards for you. I shuffle them in my hands and I allow the cards to fall out on their own once I've asked a question. And the question for the week ahead reading, as usual, is what is most important for us to know right now. Okay, what energy are we dealing with this week is the first thing that I'm going to ask. What is the most prevalent energy? Okay, so this has got to do a lot of the time with being inundated with work or things to do. It's the Four of Swords. Okay, it may show that we're feeling a little bit tired, a little bit exhausted, a little bit run down, but we have a lot to take care of. When I say a lot to take care of, it often refers to things like paperwork. You feel a bit inundated with paperwork. You know, this is a time when you'd be doing a lot of paperwork, maybe in terms of starting a new job, or maybe taking care of selling your home or other kinds of contracts if you run a business. So it's all this kind of thing that makes us feel like, you know what, really, I'm feeling a little bit pooped. Okay. It is saying that we should try to get as much rest as we can. And I remind you again that it's very important, in contrast to what we taught on this earthly plane. It's very important for us to balance rest with productivity. Okay, it's important that we are productive and that we do things with intention, absolutely, but spirit honors us taking a rest as well. Okay, it's imperative. This can also show that you're seeing some peace. We were looking at a bit of a difficult situation last week where we may have had a little bit of unrest or people feeling a little bit otherwise, especially in relationships. And this could show that things have kind of calmed down a bit as well. Let's see, what else do we need to know? I just want to see if there's anything more we need to know about the Four of Swords, please. Is there anything else about this week's energy? The Six of Wands. Okay, so I see that things have the potential to be resolved, okay, in a really good way. This is a card of victory or sorting things out. It's also as a result of usually dealing with things in a methodical manner. All right, so you've taken things one by one and dealt with them. These previous ones often depict to me that you've had a lot of different things to deal with, or maybe different areas of your life that needed attention. And this methodical approach and this attitude of not being beaten down or wanting to sort out the issue, this is what wins over, okay, in the long run. So this is an energy almost of like a tenacity and working towards getting that peace. It's a moment of celebration with certain things. So maybe there's even some kind of celebratory contract or something that you are working on, or you're just happy that you've managed to deal with all of these things that you've needed to deal with. Okay, it doesn't have to be paperwork. It could be an issue with yourself and a friend or a lover that needed to be sorted out and you managed to overcome it, or a difficult week with a lot of demands, and this is saying you're coming to the end of these things. All right. Let's see if there's any other advice, like what advice can we ask for this week? What can we do to make it better for ourselves, perhaps? Okay, I often see that this is about trying to gain perspective, because the Seven of Cups, this is talking about feeling a little bit confused or having many choices, okay, a lot of different things to choose from, and feeling that it can, again, be a little bit overwhelming. If you look at the Seven of Cups. Let me just get it without a glare. This gentleman has many different choices, but you can see in some of the cups, these are some things that are really just not very savory or very friendly. Okay, you've got snakes and you've got dragons and things going on. And then the other cups that are filled with jewels, and again, a wreath like you have in the Six of Wands that represents victory. Okay, you see the wreath on the end of the one there. That's usually a representation of overcoming something or victory in some way or another. So it's about making the right choice with certain things. Maybe narrow your choices down, all right, and make sure that you gain perspective on certain things. If you're getting really embroiled in whatever it is that you're working on, make sure that you zoom out a little bit, or maybe even ask someone else's opinion and say, do you think I'm taking the right route here? Because I just want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing, and just trying to get that clarity, because this does show again that you need to narrow down the choices. Okay, it can cause a bit of confusion. Ask a friend, maybe get, if this is going to do with like legal paperwork and stuff, maybe you need a financial advisor, maybe you need legal advice, then get that. Okay, make sure that you're dealing with the right people. If you have to sort your tax out and you've left it for a long time, this could represent the paperwork. Don't worry, it can be sorted out, but make sure that you get the right advice. Okay, let's see what else. Let's ask for one more card of advice or action that we can take this week. That's going to be for our highest good. Oh, we got two. Okay. Two of coins or two of pentacles. This is saying again, narrow your choices down or deal with one thing at a time, so that you're making sure that you are, first of all, thinking clearly, you're keeping things in perspective, keep your mental and emotional balance when you're dealing with things. And this is about narrowing your choices down. Okay, it could be that you're trying to balance two areas of your life as well. So try to just take things in your stride. Don't allow yourself to become too overwhelmed. Don't burn yourself out. Maybe you need to lighten the load. Maybe you need to delegate. Maybe you need to get a professional to assist with something. And here we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, so this is the energy of that tenacity I was talking about. The Queen of Swords usually has come through a very difficult time, okay, but she's always looking towards the future. The future is represented by the right hand side here, things moving forward. She is not the happiest character in the tarot, all right. She often has been through a lot of emotional turmoil or something that is difficult to overcome, but she really has this attitude of not allowing anything to get her down. She's even represented by the energy of a widow sometimes, but she really is of that attitude of, well, you know what, the past is in the past. I cannot look backwards. I cannot allow it to, I can't let my grief overcome me or get lost in my loss. I have to move forward. I have to continue. And she is victorious, even though she can sometimes be a little bit emotionally shut down. So if that is what you need to do, or you need to take some quiet time and meditate this week, or whatever it is, in order to get through the week, do that. Okay, because this could be really advantageous to you. So this is about being in a solitary kind of mindset, being with your own thoughts and your own responsibilities. And what does this allow us to do? It allows us to focus and take on whatever it is that we need to deal with. Okay, I wish you all a lovely week. I'll speak to you again soon. I am doing energy sessions for the new moon. I'm going to be doing them on the 31st, okay, which I think is Thursday. But it's going to be on the 31st. And please let me know if you are interested, because I am taking the bookings for obviously the week, the couple of days before that. All right, have a good one. Lots of love to you all. Bye for now.